When I was a boy, I had a dream. I remember the year. It was 2013. I had just jailbroke my iPhone, and I said, one day men won't have to be stuck inside jailbreaking their phones. One day I won't be a boy anymore, John. I will be a man. One day, everything I've ever wanted on my iPhone will come true. One day, my GOAT, Timothy Cook, will give me everything that I've ever asked for in a software update. And that day is today. I don't need goats. I don't need Apple. I don't need anything but me, John, because I have iOS 18. And on iOS 18, I'm a free man here, John. I can do whatever I want. No longer am I restricted to grid. I can do this. I can do this on my iPhone, buddy. The icons are dark mode. Maybe I'm going to be dark mode for once. Wait, that's not...
You would. Absolutely.
Do we have to redo it? That was really good.
No, we don't have to redo it. That's just the show now. That's just.
I just meant like I would be like changing
I know.
to a new
Everyone
form.
knows what you meant.
I didn't mean it like.
You don't. No, we're making it worse by trying to over-explain it. That's the most Sam thing that could have happened is go so hard with that intro.
So WWDC was an event that happened.
It was an event that happened. It is the same day. It is nighttime, and we are recording this. We haven't spoken to each other. We kind of really.
No, we have not said a word about what actually.
We have no live audience, no super chats, no ads. Just kidding. There will be ads.
Pure yeah. Why did you say that?
I don't know. There will
just
be ads.
Pure content. Boy, let me just. How you feeling? How
Real
you feeling?
Good. Best WWDC of all time. I can't tell if it's just like, it's fresher. There is that chance. But I think the foundation of everything changed with this WWDC, and I can't think of another dub where everything all at once was just like the rug was pulled out. The whole foundation pulled out to make room for a new one. Blown away by this dub. It was better than I thought.
Yeah. I mean, where do we start? I think we should do the thing. I really enjoy this. You can let me know if you like this. I think people liked it for the last event. I think we should do the thing where we kind of go through the event as it happened and talk about everything because
Okay.
I mean,
easy.
Should we just start with the intro video?
Bro.
Because I do think that's actually relevant.
It was so good.
Dude.
You can always tell when they know they've got good shit because they start hard. You know what I mean?
Dude, they start off in a plane in a little bunker. It's Craig, and then look, they dive out the plane.
Craig wearing a hair helmet.
Dude.
Incredible.
Like they just nailed it.
Incredible.
Everybody's on their phones.
Them falling out of the skies and turning airplane mode off. Like, just small little jokes that are so clever.
They got their platforms on the parachutes. That was brilliant. Dude, Tim on the roof. Tim on the roof. Everybody, that's a new thing. Tim on the roof.
Tim on the roof. Tim is on the roof.
Dude, when I saw this intro, I was just like, all right, I see what's up. You guys are tired of getting your cheeks clapped by Google and others. See, now, why did I have to say that phrase? Because I feel like that just uninvited me from the next event.
I mean, were you invited to begin with?
Well, I wasn't uninvited.
Well, there's
okay.
Listen, you starting fresh as of right now.
Yeah, okay. Well, restart.
Okay.
My name is Sam, and I like Apple. So let's show the intro. Tim Cook on the roof.
On the roof.
Tim on the roof, and he's like, okay, I will say, did you also have a moment of panic when he went to this section?
No. Why would I have a moment of panic?
Well, because usually when they throw in stuff about Apple TV and like, you remember they would used to say how like their stock was performing? That was always filler content.
Oh, no,
so I was worried.
First of all, I thought we were getting ready for a Severance Season 2 drop announcement. We didn't get that. We didn't get that. Tim, I won't forget. You thought that I would forget that the event would be so good I would forget about Severance, but I didn't. So they showed a bunch of shows and movies coming up to Apple TV Plus, and the level of money they must have dumped in. They have every star imaginable. There's a movie with Brad Pitt and George Clooney in it at the same time.
Yeah, that can't be legal. I don't think it is.
Like, it is crazy. Apple TV Plus, great. You did great.
Yeah, so they do that. But I will say, at this point, I was a bit suspicious because when they have done this stuff in the past, it's only going to be a 30-minute event, so we need to make it a 45-minute event, everybody. However, very quickly, and I mean, I don't want to say much, but let's just say I wasn't exactly ready for the force at which they entered. Because I thought it was...
This event didn't let up even once.
Yeah. So we get to what I'm going to call it now, the biggest disappointment of the event.
Yes. Which is a hard place to be because iPadOS is usually designated for that
we'll get
spot
there, buddy.
We'll single
get to
year.
iPadOS.
But iPadOS isn't even the worst of the day.
Okay. Apple announces
For audio listeners,
visionOS 2.
visionOS.
That is the software that runs on the $3,500 Apple Vision Pro headset, in which, for half of it, Apple recapped the current things you can do and
literally
talked about
nothing
apps.
new. Literally
and then
nothing
they
new.
said, okay, what was the first feature?
It got a whole
3D.
new number for this, Sam. I don't want to piss you off this early in the show, but I just want to make sure everyone is aware they stuck a whole new number. This isn't visionOS 1.5, 1.6.
You're
this is
right.
2. They put a whole other number on this, and this isn't 2 amount.
I'm not mad enough at this. Okay. So they go into this, they're like, okay, you can make photo 3D now. Okay, cool.
Why I thought that was
that's cool. That's cool, but it's like, okay, that I don't really care. Then they show off spatial personas. Oh, look, you can look at 3D photos together and share
those
play.
are already a thing.
Yep. Then they go and they say, oh, look, you can make Mac really wide.
Okay, hang on. When this was happening, I was like, hang on.
I won't hang.
May I?
You can hang, but I'm not gonna.
There's 50% of the show is mine. I'm taking my 50% right now.
Okay.
I'm opting for my 50%. Okay. When they started talking about sharing your screen from the Mac on Vision Pro, I was like, okay, here it comes. Dual monitors. Because it's not dual hardware. Like, they're still the same displays. You could just emulate 2 displays. Bada bing, bada boom. And then they did something better. Not 2 displays. They gave you an ultra-wide display. Or, I'm sorry, was it just a wide display? And then an ultra-wide display that completely wraps around you. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's great. That is the only new thing that they announced. And they had the balls. The balls. Who was announcing this? Who was the guy doing this this section?
Well, this was her. I'm not sure what her name is, but she seemed cool.
I thought
the guy.
I thought the guy that opened it. Where's the guy that opened it?
His name, I forget his name, but he's the visionOS guy. Like, he's in charge.
That's what I mean. We need to go to him. He did this. This is his fault.
She's trying to just get back. There was just so much. There we go.
Okay, him. Guy. No balls on this man.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
He really did it. He put a whole new number on this fucking thing, and all it does is have kind of bigger screen inside.
Yeah, because as you can see, they also said, hey, we have more APIs for developers to make apps great, but that doesn't change the functionality. And then he went on to be like, look, you can do things like edit on the Vision Pro. And then this is it. This is the entirety of what we got. We got your keyboard shows up when you hold it. The fucking environment that was supposed to launch in February. Dude, here's the thing.
No, that's the whole. No, it's on number 2. Okay.
No, that's what I'm saying. There's 2 environments that we haven't gotten. They were like flagship feature.
That
you
means
get one of them.
That means that people still have to wait even longer for this to be public to get those
like,
now.
visionOS 3, you can finally go to the beach. Everybody, give it up for the beach environment.
You guys need to make a decision, okay?
You need to lock in for Vision.
You guys need to decide. Are we keeping Vision Pro? Are we going full steam ahead? Or are we going to pull it back? You can't have 1 foot in and 1 foot out like this. This is horse shit. This event would have been 10 out of 10 if you didn't start it with this. I mean, this is a little shit stain on what is otherwise a perfect pair of underwear. Perfect.
I don't like the way that you said that. Now, they did do the one cool thing, which was they did announce the new gestures. I don't know if you saw this. I think that was like the
You don't
first-
have to look up for control center anymore.
Yeah, you can like flip your hand over. I think that's cool.
Now
and
it's very
intuitive.
MetaQuesty.
Yeah, you're right. That does. It didn't feel very
Almost
Apple.
like Mark Zuckerberg had a pretty good idea of what direction to take stuff in.
So yeah, here we go. Here's a video of how it looks. You put your hand down and you can go home by doing that. And then it shows up like near your hand.
Great.
Cool. I mean, listen, these are all
That's
things
way
that
better
should have
than
been
going
here
like
day
this.
one. They should have been here day one. It is better. My eyes always hurt after
For
it.
audio listeners, I mean, if you guys haven't used Vision Pro, and if you don't know this fact, I don't know how you've gotten this far without knowing this fact, but to open Control Center on Vision Pro, and it's hard to say with a straight face, you have to look up, but not with your head. Don't you dare look up with your head. You keep your head still and look up only with your eyes, look all the way up, and then a little tiny arrow will pop up all the way to the top, and you tap that, and that is how you get Control Center.
Yeah.
Do not move your head, though.
Absolutely insane.
Now you don't have to do that.
There we go. visionOS. Very
New
cool.
Apple immersive video. Oh, the Canon camera that they showed, the new lens for Apple immersive, pretty dope. That's cool.
Yeah. I enjoyed when they announced random hard. Yeah, right there.
Yeah, that's cool.
Great, but like, why are you showing me this at Apple event?
Because, if they're going to show it at any Apple event, it's going to be this one.
I guess. I mean, they also did announce this. Tim was very excited to say that it's expanding late June.
Yay, I'll get some more views on my review finally. Please, Japan, please. Please, Japan and UK and Australia, Canada, help me.
Okay. So that's that. Then
France, Germany, looking at you. You guys too.
Okay, then we instantly jump to iOS, and bro is
we
like
do. Dude,
iOS
Craig,
18.
This was the whole event was presented by Craig. This
Yeah.
because we didn't see him this early this year. We'll never see him again this year. That's it.
Yeah, that's just what he does. He's software, SVP software engineering. So here he is, bro. He instantly just shows off everything, and I'm a little shocked because I'm expecting a big launch video. You would think with all the changes, there was going to be a very big launch thing. But,
you think they were going to do like a YouTube video like, well, and you won't believe the one at the end.
Well, I just thought, remember when we got widgets on the iPhone? How they did that big launch video, and when they did the lock screen changes, they did that launch video? I was actually shocked they didn't do that like 40-second ad thing.
No, they were speeding through this.
So yeah, they instantly go, the first thing that they show right here, they hop to the home screen. They say, we're changing it in a big way. They swipe up, and he moves his icons down to the bottom because you can now place your app icons everywhere.
Now, I know what you're thinking.
John, Android had this since my grandma got cancer.
Oh, really? I'm glad that Graham got to experience that, Android user. I don't care.
Yeah, Android users, listen. First of all, shut the fuck up. Can we do that? That's first.
Do that.
Second of all, just let us have this one, okay?
Yeah, every time you get a feature, I only sometimes roast you, okay? So let me have this moment.
Yeah, you guys got customized things a lot. Okay, well, my phone works 100% of the time. So there's also that.
There's also that.
I just lied to everyone's faces. It definitely doesn't work 100% of the time, especially nowadays with software. Either way, let us have it, please.
Okay. Look at this new pattern here. You can look at the little dog, very cute dog, very good approval, very like. Okay, then he does the dark mode icons, bro.
Not saying Sam and I didn't see that ahead of time.
I certainly have never done.
Hypothetically, if we did see it ahead of time, we almost didn't believe it because it just didn't look right. You know,
but it's real.
It's
Apple,
real.
This is actually so good. They need to do the dark icons system wide. For some reason, when you do the dark mode icons, it only changes Apple's icons. And I assume
No way. Oh, yeah, I guess developers could. It's up to
them. But I'm assuming there's an API or something so that basically they can basically upload a dark mode icon so that when you switch, I assume that will be happening and most apps will support it. But
yeah.
Oh, it looks incredible.
I'm not a huge fan of the gradient on the icons. Like, it looks like 2008 Photoshoppy to me, you know? I will take it.
Okay. What will you take this?
Dude, this
The
is why
recoloring.
when everyone talks about wanting to customize their phone and Apple doesn't let you change the fucking theme of the phone and all you Android people are like, you should be able to do it. This is why. Because when you give regular people the ability to change the look of their phone, it will look like ass. This looks like ass. This is what happens when you let regular people do anything with design. Anything at all. They instantly make it look cheeks, bro.
This should not be allowed, what I just did, dude.
It's awful. It looks terrible. It's so bad.
This doesn't look great.
I'm glad you got listen, if this is what everyone wanted, you wanted to theme stuff. This is what I've been saying for
I'm
years.
happy.
I've been saying this for
years.
years. Even if every iPhone looks the same for the most part. I like that. I don't want to have to tinker. Apple should also like that because every time you see an iPhone, you know it's an iPhone. iOS is iOS. When you allow fucking Tom in HR to change his icon color, it's gonna look bad every time. I'm glad you could do it now, though. I am not going to partake.
It's kind of cool. I think the dark mode icons are the right answer. We didn't get actual theming. Like, you cannot change the app icons to whatever you want. There is still no icon packs.
I don't know. That's theming if we've ever seen it.
But I was going to say, at this point, the floodgates are open. If they're going to let you
I think we
color,
got to start. There's so much to talk about. Oh, my God.
I know. Well, listen, this is a big one. Let me, again, you had your 50%.
The pressure here, dude. My whole
the
day
green looks cool.
My whole day has just been filled with anxiety because there's so much information to take in and spit out.
Look, they have this screenshot looks kind of cool with all the different options. Look, you could make like a Django colored one
Yeah.
I think that this looks kind
The
of
Django
cool.
color is the dark mode.
Yeah. So that's that. They showed off that. Then we get to this.
Control center.
New control center. So wait, I should ask, have you installed iOS 18?
I have not. No.
I have, for the first year in a long time, not installed it on my main phone yet.
Well, half of all the cool things aren't there yet.
We'll get there.
Okay.
We haven't even said the word AI. Trust me. We'll get there. This is good. I like the customization. It can be more confusing and overwhelming, but I do think overall, great choice. I like the updates for the circles. It looks cool, and I think that they did a good job. I mean, you can basically make pages now.
Okay, so I'm not going to lie. When they first showed the pages, I was a little scared.
Yeah.
Because suddenly it takes way more steps to get to the things that I want. But then Craig flipped the control center down, but kept his thumb on, and it just goes through the pages. The pages go up and down instead of left to right. It is clean as hell.
Yeah, he did a great job, and everybody did a great job with this one, and I love everyone at Apple for this one. Look at this. Here's the animation of swiping down in one gesture.
Ooh, buddy!
But also the thing about this is you can put all your favorites on this first page. So if you just want, like if you want, for example, music, you can put music down there. I mean, I love that Apple is just saying you pick, because at the end of the day, that's what people want. And even if it is atrocious, I think that this is dope. I think that they implemented it in a good, controlled way. And I think there's still the Apple Rails on without the Apple Rails being too much there.
Yeah.
But they're custom. I mean, look, you can drag everything around now. Very, very, very cool.
I feel like I sound like an old man. I'm. If it were up to me, I would never let anyone change the design or customize this phone. But now everyone can hush up a little bit. This,
yep,
cool.
Lock screen. Look at this. You can finally change your little shortcuts. Dude, this should have been changed so long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
I mean,
bro, this kind of got danced over, but action button suddenly useful.
Yeah, what happened here? I think this is where I started to work on my video and stop watching.
Sort of the same thing that you can do. Yeah, sort of the same. You can now map the action button to more things like a remote, a calculator, your clock, you can toggle light and dark mode with it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's good. That's how it should have been.
Yes.
Okay, well, that's good. And they're going to add the action button to all models this year. So that makes sense that they're baking it in.
Sam, I have so many thoughts, so many projects, so many ideas for said projects in my head, and it's a mess. I just want a way to organize it. My team, they have no idea what I'm thinking because I can't visualize my own ideas in my brain. Is there a way to simplify this, organize it, put it all in one place, and visualize my thoughts?
Yes, it's Miro who sponsored this episode
No
of the Genius Bar.
way! Welcome, Miro. I thought that this was not possible. You're telling me this is possible?
Listen, some tools like Jira, they can make you fit into a box, okay?
I don't like boxes.
I don't want a box, John. I want to be able to visually mind map like I can with Miro and express myself in new ways. Listen, bro, you can make a little custom board. You can put all your goals, all your dreams, and your team can see it all in one spot. You can do dedicated sprints, bro. Mapping dependencies, it's normally just linking one ticket to another, but Miro has visual representations.
There's another
so the tasks are
secret.
dependent on others. Yeah.
There's another secret. Let's just say you are using Jira. Let's just say. Okay?
How dare you?
But you want to use Miro. It's easy to just mirror your instance over on Miro. And I don't know if I'm breaking any rules here. I'm just saying it can be done. It can be done.
It's possible, guys. Listen, whether you work in product design, engineering, UX, agile, or marketing, bring your team together on Miro. Your first 3 Miro boards are free when you sign up today at Miro.com. That's 3 free boards at Miro.com.
3 for free. Do you think they did that on purpose? Because 3 rhymes with free?
And thank you, Miro, for sponsoring.
Again, 3 for free. Go ahead, Miro. You may take it. Every company steals from us and our marketing genius. But thank you.
Okay, this is a big one. Locking apps.
Okay, yeah.
Dude.
Something that should have been around. Android people that you don't even.
I'm sorry I got aggressive early, but sometimes I've seen too many comments from y'all this year. Like, literally the top comment on every TikTok is, welcome to the past, iPhone user. And it's just like, brother. Like, yeah, sorry that our phone is just, like, better. That was some cope right there, to be fair. Okay, lock an app, but also hide an app. You can now hide whatever app you want completely hidden in a special folder.
Okay.
That obfuscates the icons.
I was going to say, it just puts it in a hidden thing.
No, but you can't see the icons. It literally is. Here, I'll show you right now on my phone. You cannot see. So on my iOS 18 device, for example, this is what the hidden looks like.
Oh, okay.
So, and then when you tap on it and unlock it, that's when it'll show the icons.
That's cool.
And I don't know if you watched my whole video. It doesn't sound like you did.
I haven't watched any of your video yet. I'm going to be real. But I will, I promise.
Sure, that's what they all say. But in my video, I show that what's cool is that they even went further. So if you hide the app Snapchat, for example, if you search for Snapchat in your app library, it does not propagate. So if somebody grabbed your phone and was literally searching for it, it is actually as if the app does not exist on your phone.
I have never needed anything like that, but glad that it's there. These are simple things that should have been around. Android's had them for a while, just because it's a common sense thing that should be provided.
Yeah, very cool. Okay, then we get to the tap back messages app. Very fun.
Dude,
you can now tap back with emojis and stickers.
It.
And then, John, this one.
You can schedule messages. Okay, the birthday one is a little cheaty. That is a little cheaty.
Smart.
If you get a happy birthday message from me at like a specific hour, like not a weird, like it's not 10:03 a.m., it's 10 a.m.
Yeah.
Give me less credit. That's lazy. That's bad. That's not as cool as somebody just remembering, hey, bud, happy birthday. Or I don't know, maybe tell me at midnight because that's when my birthday starts.
True.
10 a.m.
True. Very cool. That's actually so useful. Like, I'm somebody who's a night owl and I'm always up late.
Same.
And my mom or somebody texts me and I'm always, I'll wake them up or wake her up. And there's so many people in my life that I know wake up early that now I'm literally just going to schedule the text for 7 a.m. Say, yep, completely agree, great. And then they're going to think I'm up and my eyes going to be asleep for another 4 hours. So do you think that there can be a little Siri AI that like, once I send the text at 7 a.m., it's like, hey, Sam is asleep right now, but he'll get back to you.
Yeah. Oh, man. Such a good thing, man.
So, yeah, very cool. You've got individual text animations and custom text formatting.
Very cool.
So it's like
Very
italics,
cool.
bold, underline, strike through. You can just do all that. There's a ton of new individual text animations you can see right here.
Very cool.
I mean, fun, you know?
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy for messages, but fun nonetheless. This was crazy. And
This is you called this. I just want to. Let me get out in front of this one. Sam called this. He's called this for 2 years. Are you
This
happy?
will be hello, everyone listening. It's not often that the internet isn't shitting on me, so when they aren't, I will be taking one of many victory laps today. What you're about to see is the first victory lap.
Audio listeners, he's walking all the way around the studio, and he's back.
I'll be back for more.
Okay.
That was my first victory lap. When this feature launched, everybody says, satellite's not a big deal, whatever. Remember, Apple launches the satellite with it's free for 2 to 3 years. Why is it free? It's almost like they're going to start building out the satellite and to become another essential service that they make billions of dollars from, just like all their other services. Literally no one has talked about this. And everybody said when it came out, it's not a big deal, it doesn't matter. Now, all of a sudden, it seems like it's kind of starting to be a big deal that you can just text anyone whenever you want with a satellite, dude. Not just emergency services. Incredible.
Love it.
Actually, so cool.
It works.
Even works with
Listen, it
SMS.
works with SMS too. Like, not just iMessage. That's wild.
Yep, you can text Android
They were
users
feeling
with-
generous today.
They were. That was amazing. I don't really have much to say about the Mail app because these features aren't even out yet.
Bro, I know, but
We'll get there.
I'm going to use the Mail app now. I have
What have you
never
been using?
used the Mail app since the beginning of iOS. I have nothing has ever pulled me away from Gmail. The closest thing that got me thinking about leaving Gmail was Hey.
Yeah, I like Hey.
But I pay for Gmail. It is the
Wait,
most
you pay
organized.
For Gmail. What?
Yeah, G Suite.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like same Gmail.
But it's just nothing has matched the organization of Gmail for me, the automatic organization, and I think this is gonna do it. I think it's gonna pull me away, especially when we get to the the stuff, the good stuff. Yeah.
Am I insane for always using the Mail app and I don't sort anything ever? I like to see.
Oh
every
yeah,
email
that's
that comes
that's
in.
psychopath behavior. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Okay, Mail, whatever. Then we get to the wallet. A couple of the cool things they're adding, like rewards tracking in here. Oh wait, I guess it's still the Mail app. But they start to sort some things a little bit different. There's a really cool thing. where you
Bro.
can- this
The
is sick.
animation for this does not need to go this hard, but it
Yeah,
does. Can you
tap
play that
the
again for
phones.
us?
Yeah, let's start.
It
Let's start
looks
from the beginning.
ridiculous.
You can tap 2 iPhones together. It does
It
the share
siphons the
contact.
money from one phone to another. Unmatched. They have no competition when it comes to these animations. None.
So good.
Clean
Very,
as
very
hell.
nice.
Does it
Yeah,
take
they're-
too long? Yes. Is it a little bit indulgent? Also, yes. Is it great? Yes.
It is fantastic. Couple updates in the Wallets app. They got reward stuff, and then they also added more richer event things. This was an interesting addition, game mode, where they say that they basically turn down the background tasks to maximize performance of frame
Yeah.
rate at a high threshold for a number of hours.
That
You
theme
play a lot.
continued throughout this event. They're starting to...
They started to do gaming.
It's starting to make me think like, okay, they've been planting seeds for AI for 10 years, and this was the climax.
Yeah.
So what is the climax for gaming? Like, are we going to get a gaming Mac? What's going to happen there? Or is everything just going to game?
They really have been. They've been ramping up gaming stuff forever.
But it doesn't feel like the final thing, you know? It just feels like another piece to something that they're building that is secret.
Yeah. I'm
Anyway.
with you. Okay, I'm going to call it now.
Go ahead.
This is going to make people angry.
Oh, yeah, I could see
Photos app.
that.
Photos app is going to be a controversy when it launches. And I don't think it's going to be as bad as Apple Maps, but I honestly wouldn't be surprised if people said it was.
This was one of those things. Okay, here's the thing. When we were children, My favorite thing was when I got a new phone, I loved learning all of the new things. This like settings look different. Everything about every phone you bought was different back in the day. And a lot of times that's what you get with Android these days, especially if you're switching from one OEM to the other. The mass majority of people do not like that. That's why the iPhone is so successful and why customers are so loyal, is because every year, no matter what, it is familiar. There are tiny incremental changes across software and hardware throughout all the years. If you look at iOS 10 years ago, unrecognizable from what it is now. But that didn't just happen overnight. It happened.
See, I disagree, though.
10 years. What do you mean?
I think it's still incredibly recognizable. I think that's that fills your point even more.
The like implementation of like how things are generated on the back end with AI, neural engines, all that stuff. Like,
and I'm talking about
just the Photos app itself, And now all of a sudden, overnight, Photos app is getting like a massive rehaul. So I agree with Sam. I'm not going to say that the changes are bad, but even I'm like that's too much for me all at one go. I don't want to have to relearn the Photos app.
It feels a bit convoluted from my initial usage, and it feels like they're trying to pull me in. I guess the idea, right, is it's sort of built around the AI that you don't need to look for the photo because it's going to recommend it immediately in front of you, and that's definitely the vision for it. But personally, I just use my phone weird where I take screenshots and make green screen TikToks all the time. So it's kind of got the top section, which is your normal photos. You can still see that, but below it is all this other stuff. Like
even looking at it right now, it's just too it's too.
And there's no
organized
tabs.
Now.
There's no more tabs in the Photos app. It's one single page is the entire app.
Yeah, I don't.
And she's responsible. Honestly, I do get the vision. I do think people are going to be a bit scare when it launches. Hey, look, she films where I do, basically.
Like,
cool.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll all get used to it and it'll be fine. But this is exactly why too much change too fast is bad. Because even us, professionals, professional Apple glazers, as you would call us, this is too much, too fast.
Okay, I will say, brother.
Yes, brother.
I was expecting a little bit more.
Really?
Yeah.
I am extremely happy with these changes. Like, extremely happy with the changes to iOS.
Well, here's why I say this.
Hit me.
They hadn't gotten
yeah. But we knew that was coming.
I don't know. Well, yeah, I guess they did literally say we're going to get
There was only one thing where I was scared, and that was when they cut back to Tim. Towards the end of the event, I was like, there's no way, dude. There's no way that this is it.
They're going to announce Apple Vision Pro 2.
A lot of people, actually, I think I saw, not a lot of people, I think it was Mark Gurman on Twitter, who was like, he said that they missed by not sprinkling the AI mentions throughout the show. I think that's entirely wrong. I agree. The way they did it is the only way they could have done it acceptably, because that is too much information all at once, and you have to walk everyone through from beginning to end. You can't just that's too messy to go, oh, look at all these new features and AI. Okay, now look at all these new features, iPadOS and AI. Like, it's just insane. So it's one new thing all at once. They got to explain it to us all at once. And that's really the big thing. Like, every single thing, nearly every single thing in this event is actually run by AI without saying it.
Yeah, very, very cool, very fun. I just like that they really made it feel special. Oh, you're not supposed to show the webpage. I'm kind of just setting it up again. I wanted to see if this is better.
Illusion ruined.
Yeah, I know. Illusion ruined. But I think it made it feel more special. And I think it made it feel like more of a big deal.
Yeah. 100%.
Okay. Next up, let's talk about audio in home. I kind of feel bad for audio in home at this point, and this guy. Do you also feel bad?
Yeah, poor Ron.
Or Ron. It's just
because it has so much potential.
Yeah, and it's cool. Oh, this is way worse than YouTube. I made a big mistake
so
here.
much worse. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going back. Never
Tragic.
Stream from Apple. Stream from YouTube. Okay, so audio in home right here. Wow, that just really goes to show you, like, people don't appreciate how good YouTube is as a streaming service.
Not at all. You can upload actual garbage for free, and they'll host it anyway.
They say, we love you.
It's crazy.
You can nod your head up and down with AirPods to answer calls or no to not.
Dog. Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Surprised that didn't leak.
Simple, subtle change. Very meaningful. Love that. The voice isolation now, I can't wait to try that. I don't know if I believe them fully.
I don't. I mean, but I guess they're using AI, and AI is pretty good at that stuff.
Yeah. They didn't lie about AirPods Max, though. Like, you know, when they demoed stuff with that and it seemed crazy, that was... Oh, spatial audio for gaming as well through AirPods Pro? That was cool. Assuming AirPods Max as well, or no? They didn't mention AirPods Max.
No, they don't really talk about AirPods Max.
Well, because it still has a lightning cable, so...
Yeah, it shouldn't be mentioned. Then they talk about audio and home stuff.
But aren't they just like, they're just so sweet. Wow. Do you think I have enough blue in this room currently?
Dude, I think you've worn a blue hoodie the vast number of episodes, too.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I'm glad we had this conversation.
We got, a new... Dude, I gotta confess. I straight up, after the iOS section, I went straight into recording a video. I had this playing on silent in the back.
Another cool thing for home and whatever audio, native 21:9.
Yes, for projectors.
Framing for projectors. That's actually good. That's actually very good. It's it's for a much smaller subset of people, but the fact that they're doing it is great. Thank you, Ron.
They have the Insight, which is an AI-powered, I think, actor recognition, right?
Yeah, it's like X-Ray on Amazon Prime, but it is only for Apple TV Plus content. So it can recognize actors in a scene, but even more importantly, it can show you the song that's being played on that scene or in that scene, and then you can add it to an Apple Music playlist. That's cool.
Okay, that's pretty cool. I didn't catch that part. See, that's why I've got you here.
See on the right? Oh, you skipped it.
Sorry, yeah, I did see what you were talking about.
Oh, new subtitles as well. When you mute subtitles, when you mute what you're watching, subtitles will show up automatically. When you try to jump back, it will turn on subtitles as well. I don't know about you, but I have become a subtitles kind of guy.
No, buddy.
Oh yeah, no. It's like, it's to the point where if the subtitles are off,
buddy,
that's what it sounds like.
You're only 30.
No,
buddy.
It's not an old guy thing. It's just a clarity thing. It is
no.
Nah.
You probably have damaged hearing.
Somebody in the comments, please stand up for me. It's not an old man thing.
You know what we should
watching
do?
things with subtitles is literally just better.
Test. We should do a hearing age test.
It's literally just better. Huh?
You're going to be like, exactly. That's good. Okay, I don't know. Audio and home.
New wallpapers as well. Snoopy comes to life. And, you can have wallpapers from Apple TV shows.
Okay.
That play.
That's cool.
That's pretty sweet.
So we got this stuff. Redesign Apple Fitness Plus, it says. FaceTime live caption. Okay. I don't know. Nothing too... Oh, there's AirPods Max. Yeah, look. Yeah.
Robot vacuums and HomeKit. Cool.
That was exciting, but...
I can now add Clean Elizabeth to HomeKit.
What do you got? My boy's name is Flappy. Because he always wanted to fly. And by that, I call him Flappy because he would always try to throw himself down the stairs.
I like how I tried to put effort into naming my vacuum and you just go, Flappy.
Two very different brains. Okay. watchOS 11. This felt like a really small update from what I saw on mute.
Okay. It is.
Well, okay. Yes and no.
Yes.
The fitness stuff that I saw where you can track performance over time does actually seem really useful.
It's insane how every successful platform that comes to iOS can, in an instant, just be ripped away. Now, technically...
Did you say that sentence? Oh, you mean like apps and stuff.
Yeah. Whoop. They just copied Whoop. It's not like they've banned Whoop from the App Store, but if Whoop is $350 a year, okay? This is free. If you have an Apple Watch, that's it. it's got it. They've definitely got AI algorithms that are going through this data. Yeah, and they even copied like close to Whoop's strain algorithm, where it can show you like strain-ish, like effort is what they're calling it, moderate effort.
Do you think? So is that actually going to help me be better? So you think it's really going to know that I was trying like not hard enough or something?
Whoop does.
That's crazy. That's actually
so basically,
cool.
like Whoop and the ring that I'm wearing, they will read your metrics without giving you much information for about 15 days. It's not just putting your information through some algorithm that fits everyone and then going, okay, here. It reads you for 15 days, learns what all your baselines are, what all your normals are, and then uses the algorithm to compare it to your normal stuff.
Wow.
So, yeah. So I assume that's what this is doing. They also took it a step further because something like the smart ring that I wear is really good for sleep tracking. The data, the way the data is organized and presented to you and what it means for the day. They've also copied that. They give you your like what your vitals were throughout the night, how rested you are, that sort of thing.
Yes, I did see that. Oh yeah, the Kimball Dr.
Something interesting,
Kimball,
Sam.
Sumbo, I think. Yeah, go ahead.
They still showed like when they were showing the your sleep, blood oxygen was on there.
That's funny.
They didn't say it, but it was on there. See, look, O2.
Well, the sensor's still in the watch.
For some
Dude,
of us.
why have they not just given the company $1 billion? Like, come on.
Yeah.
That's crazy that if you buy a new Apple Watch today, you just
They've
don't
also
get it.
added like pregnancy data to I guess it's the Cycle app or
Even during
health app.
pregnancy, that don't sound great. Get well soon, Queen.
Get well soon, Queen.
So that was that. Was there anything else notable on watchOS? I don't super remember.
No.
They didn't show the new version of Siri on here, I'm realizing.
They hadn't talked about it yet.
But did they show it at all at the event? I don't remember if they did.
I think so. Could be wrong.
Oh, they added live activities. That's cool. That's actually very nice. I
cool.
always wondered like why my watch couldn't show me, but my phone could. That's just a parody thing. So yeah, here we go. Here's a little overview. Training load, very cool. Distance.
Turn-by-turn hiking, also cool.
Yeah. Custom workouts for pool. I don't really use that, but vitals are very cool. Double tap API for developers. That's huge. That should have been there since it launched, to be fair. Enhanced
Why would you
tracking.
want to pause activity rings?
They were saying if you got sick or something, you don't lose your streak. That is something that people have been asking for literally for 10
I think
years.
that's cheating. Is it a streak if it's not?
It is.
It's either a
It is
streak
cheating.
or it isn't a streak.
This
You
is
can't
the woke
pause
mob.
it.
The woke mob wants the participation trophy for everyone.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's not going to.
Bro, I don't know. Let people do what they
You
want
can
with their watch.
pause it even if you're not sick. Some people are just like, oh, I forgot
Exactly.
today. Don't want to lose my streak. Pause.
guess
That's
what?
cheating. That doesn't count, sir, madam.
Guess what? People cheat, and that's life, buddy.
That is. People do cheat.
Then we got to what I would call the comedy section of the Apple event.
This was the intermission, the breather.
Where they talked about their best platform, iPadOS. Now, John, may I take another victory lap?
You may.
Thank you.
Wait, hang on. What are you taking the victory lap for? Before you take it?
I was right about iPadOS not being a big update because Apple wants it to be below the Mac and they do it all intentionally and they're never going to fix it because they don't want to.
I'll allow it. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Woo. Big energy here in the studio tonight. That felt a little bit less. That was more of a sad victory lap. That was like a mid-tree.
Yeah, you aren't.
lap.
I didn't feel like you were proud of that. So
No, I'm not proud of it, but because
wasn't
it
a lot
is
of pep in the
sad.
step.
But so yeah, what I this was all on mute.
I
mean,
actually forget.
So they added all the stuff in parity with the iPhone, which they never do. They would always do the iPad a year late for home screen and control center changes, but that's all here. Photos is here.
Wow, you
Basically,
can make it. You can make it ugly but bigger.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Then
Phenomenal.
they just went. They went straight into.
Okay, and hang
there's-
on. That's cool. That is actually cool. It's
What is
not
this?
game changing, but it's cool. So
Shit,
now
I-
you can have a bar that sticks to the top of the iPad screen, where it's like a favorites bar. So like you know how in the iPad the menu is usually on the left side. So okay,
Yeah.
you can open the menu on the left side and drag it up to the bar for easy access.
Is that
It's
an every
actually
app?
cool. I would
Oh,
assume
okay,
they're
I missed
native
that.
apps.
Okay, that's cool.
Like that's dope.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
okay, that's cool. Okay,
Yeah,
props.
That's cool as hell.
Cool.
That's not the game change. That's not game changer, but it's cool as hell.
Yeah, I mean I appreciate. That's a nice little change that they could have made.
Things are
great.
now more full screen on your full screen iPad.
Yep. Okay. Wait, was that that looked like a different kind of iPad? That one looks more black than mine.
It do.
What is this? She's drawing on a live video thing.
Oh,
share
okay.
play. Drawing on the
okay.
home screen.
Now it's coming back to me. Okay, we need to walk back. You don't need to walk back your victory lap, but we
Yeah.
need to walk back the claims of this is a comedy. This wasn't exactly a laughingstock, because we did get. Hang on, we did get a calculator app. Now,
Okay. I'm
now
glad
hang
we're
on.
the same page.
You might be thinking, "Wow, we're just now getting a calculator app on an iPad." All they had to do was take the iPhone calculator app, blow it up, make big. Because that's what all Android tablets did. Take app from phone, make a big version. Well, Craig, I think actually on an MKBHD interview, said
did.
that they don't want to add a calculator app until they can add more to it, till it's like actually useful through using an iPad as opposed to iPhone. They don't want just small app but big. They fucking delivered. I will never use it. I don't do math, and I hate math. But
But it would have been great if I was a kid doing math
dude,
in school.
phenomenal. Like the amount of effort they put into actual meaningful changes here, great.
So it's called Math Notes, and it basically allows you to just write and do equations in real time and figure out like if you're doing them correctly. Seems very cool. Very well done, very intelligent,
And it answers in your own handwriting.
Oh, I didn't
Like
notice
that's
that's crazy.
fucking crazy. When you write on the iPad now, so it learns your handwriting obviously through AI. Now
Yeah.
let's say you open up the Notes app, and you're trying to get something down real fast. You're scribbling. It will correct that. It'll clean it up while keeping it looking like your handwriting. You can also do spell check. Through writing, you can write it,
Wow,
do a spell check. It'll correct it in your handwriting.
that's
That's
crazy.
actually cool.
That's got to be AI stuff, right?
Oh yeah.
Or machine learning, as Apple would call it. Yeah, very, very cool. Very good update. Very impressive. Great for students. I like that it's an iPad feature. But you can see very quickly we we start to get to the end of the docket
Yeah.
for the iPad. Oh, I missed this part. What did he do?
He
Hold on.
leaped.
Okay, redesign tab bar.
I don't know, man. We needed a 10. What we got was more of a 6.
No, bro. What we got was a 3.
No, I think these are the biggest changes we've seen in a while. Like maybe since you could use a cursor.
I feel like Stage Manager was an attempted bigger change.
But that was one thing. These are multiple meaningful changes that I'll never use, but is really cool for students. You can see you can really see
Yeah.
as the years go on, you can really see who the demographic is for iPad. And it ain't
students
us.
And that's fine. And I'm glad it's better. I just am still disappointed in the fact they're selling iPads that cost $2,000+.
That is a
and
little
this all
wild,
they've
guys. That is a
added.
little bit much.
Come on, boys. You could do better than that.
But
okay, next up.
guess who on this call still spends $2,000 on the iPad? Maybe he buys multiple $2,000 iPads. I'm just saying, one of us talks the talk and one of us walks the walk.
One of us talks the walk. One of us walks the dog.
Okay. We're losing.
Here's macOS. Okay, now keep in mind, if you look on YouTube, we are literally at the halfway point.
I said in my video, I don't even need a lot for macOS. we've said on Genius Bar, out of all the OSs, macOS is the least needy.
Yeah.
They didn't give a fuck what we said. They delivered anyway.
macOS Sequoia.
Magical. Wonderful update. Wonderful update.
This is where I also have to be honest and real. I did not watch this part of the event fucking at all. So I need you to guide me through here, okay, bud?
Okay, that's fine.
It sounds sacrilege, but I was making TikToks and other things, and it's the
I know.
only way.
You're too good for this.
Okay, so walk me through macOS Sequoia. What's this iPhone mirroring?
Okay,
thing? I don't know what this is,
dude. This is the coolest fucking thing they have announced in a while.
Okay.
Your phone can be in a bag somewhere. You can remotely use your phone on your Mac. In real life, your iPhone stays locked. Like you can't see the screen or anything. It's still locked and in your bag, but you can use it on your Mac. You can mirror it on your Mac and use it just as it is. Also, your iPhone notifications will show up on your Mac and you can respond to them on your Mac.
What?
It is so cool, bro. It is so cool. There's been so many times where I have left my phone in another room. Now this is a different use case because I'm lazy and I'm just not going to get up to go get it.
No, that's what I was thinking is lazy.
Yeah, but I don't have to get up and get it anymore. That's so cool, dude. iPhone mirror. Why wasn't this a thing since day one? That's such a good idea. I love it.
That's cool. Oh, and the notifications come natively. It's not like a drop-down banner?
It's cool as hell.
That's
you click
cool.
it and it opens up iPhone mirroring, and you can just do whatever.
Okay, I like that. I support this.
Dope as hell, bro, and it stays locked.
Wow. Okay, that's cool. We'll give it up for them.
Like, if your phone is let's say you're in an office, right? And you start mirroring your iPhone. It's not like someone can go up to your phone and see what you're doing or use your iPhone. It's still locked. No one can tell what's going on.
Okay. I got you. What is all this that they're doing?
Holy shit. Okay. All right.
What's this? What? Oh, is that the Apple event in Final Cut? That's amazing.
He's dragging from his Files app onto the iPhone. Do you see what's happening, bro?
Shot. Oh,
that is
cool.
Nuts. All right? Nuts.
That's cool. I'll say it.
That's awesome. Are you kidding?
That's cool.
Dude, so good. This is what continuity should have been since day one, but I'll take it, man.
Okay, what's this window thing?
Okay, pause there real quick.
Oh, wait, should I watch the demo?
Little fun fact. Let me preface. Little fun fact.
Okay.
I'm helping you through this part.
Thank you.
Little fun fact, okay? You might wonder, wow.
I do.
Why is split windows on Mac so terrible? Why is it so hard to do? Like, you have to go up, long press on one of the things and then, like, put it side by side, do whatever. Yeah. It's not like you just can drag and snap it. Do you know why?
Like Windows.
Do you know why? Microsoft has the patent. That's why it has been harder to do on Mac. It's not because Apple is lazy or they haven't. So instead, they've created their own way to do it. So now you can just drag and it will snap it into a place.
That looks literally exactly like
not
Microsoft.
Exactly the same as Windows because you have borders, you have margins around them. I don't know if that's how they got around it or if they just like tossed Microsoft some money.
Wait, this is actually coming to Mac?
Yes, this is.
Wait, I've always wanted that.
It's great, dude.
Oh, yes. Wait, that's like the one PC feature that I said that's actually pretty cool, Microsoft.
Yeah. And Microsoft just had the patent on it.
But no more.
So it makes me wonder how they pulled this off.
This is amazing. Oh, that's such great news. Yippee.
Yeah,
I bet Luciani really liked that one. They killed it
with this update, too. There are people laughing at how excited I am about this, and that's fine.
No,
that's fine.
This is awesome. I can't wait. Why is it? I should not watch the event ever. It's more fun to learn about these things after because it's like a second wave of excitement.
Yeah, I'm glad we could do this for you.
I'm gonna never watch another Apple event again. Oh, FaceTime. What are we doing here? Whoa, background. Oh, I did see this part in Luke's video.
I wish they didn't do any of this because this never not looks like shit.
Did you watch Luke's video? It's actually really impressive.
I haven't watched Luke's video, no.
You know what? We're pulling up
I'm
Luke
sure it
Miani's
is really
video right
impressive
now.
when you give it to Luke Miani.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Who has more views?
But
in
it's like
3
when you
hours?
go-
Ooh,
when
we're
you-
tied.
When you
Tie
give it to
game in the
when you
YouTube
give it to
view.
regular people, you know what I mean?
Let
It's
me show
again
you.
regular people. I hate people on Zoom calls that they're trying to make their background blurry and it looks bad, or they're trying to put a whole separate background behind them and that looks bad.
No, dude, look at how good this looks.
It looks terrible.
What? It's better obfuscation than the Vision Pro, my guy.
No. That's not the actual keying is fine.
That's what I'm talking about. Look at how
It
good
still
that
looks
is.
like ass, though. It still looks like someone is in front of a picture. Like, it doesn't look...
Yeah, Apple needs to add depth somehow. They
I
should
mean, I guess
slightly
you could
blur
blur
or
it, but
something.
that's
Just
not the
slight.
problem. The real problem is the white balance. Colors are completely different. If they wanted to match that, then maybe we'll talk. But again, regular people are just loading whatever behind them. They're not, like, making sure angles are correct and, like, focal distance is correct and matches and color matches. They're not doing that.
Oh, look who it is. It's Noah.
It's
Everybody
Noah.
Give it up for Noah. We love Noah.
We love
Okay.
Noah.
Good job on your video, Luke. Okay, that's okay. I mean, I'm not really going to use that, but cool.
Okay, out of 10, this was a solid 7.
We're not done, dude. We're not even halfway done with macOS. It's saying.
Okay, that's fine. The rest is
That's what
gaming
it
stuff.
say. I don't know what it say. What is this? What is the Safari stuff? They always make a big deal about Safari. What is?
I don't remember what they do in Safari.
That's all the old stuff.
Oh,
What's the new
okay. Unless that's just AI stuff too. I don't know if this came
highlights? Oh, it pulls
later.
out
Yes,
like
so
mapping.
you can
and
go to a
okay.
website. You know how you go to a website and you go to a reader?
Yeah.
You go to reader view? Okay. They have basically just said, hey, websites that are full of ads and are hard to navigate and you're just siphoning stuff from the viewers, fuck off. They've created a
I like
highlight
that.
section where you can just get highlights of the web page, and you can just grab, like if there's a video on the page, you can just grab it and
Wait,
watch it
really?
like in Apple's native video player, like in a Safari
What?
video player instead of the website's shitty video player.
Oh, yeah, they're all so bad. Oh, and a new reader
You-
view as well.
Yeah, you can get a table of contents, a summary instead of reading all of it.
Viewer. Oh, this is what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So much better.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good Safari
Websites
update.
get fucked.
Okay, what is the gaming stuff? What was
Okay,
it?
so this was more developy. They are allowing porting of games to be easier. They're also allowing porting from Mac to from Mac to iPad and iPhone easier.
Okay, that's cool. I just wanted to say really quick, the fact that they're showing AirPods Max still gives me hope.
Yeah, I think
That
in
they're
this
gonna-
they were talking about spatial audio for gaming because that's
Okay.
coming to gaming.
Oh, they had Ubisoft.
They
here.
did.
Something about Assassin's Creed coming to
Yeah.
stuff.
Woo woo.
Wait, actually,
Mhm.
if I can connect a controller, I would actually consider playing that on
No,
my
you
Mac. I like
can.
playing this.
You can connect a PS5 controller.
It looks really good. And these graphics. Wow. That's very pretty. Okay. Oh yeah, and Mirage just launched. Okay. Oh, wait, so these are all of the like head I mean, I'm not going to lie, they're starting to
Something's cooking, man.
I do feel like they are like actually trying.
Oh yeah, something be happening.
This is where I got scared, John. This is where I got really
Yes,
scared.
when they cut back to Tim,
Tim goes, "Okay," and then he say, "Oh wait, right here."
he almost starts wrapping up.
Yeah, it's where he said that developer beta available today.
And you
then-
know,
beta.
he's not going to say one more thing again for the second year in a row. You know that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So it's a little scary.
So what does he say? What does he?
And it was a perfect 1 hour.
Yeah.
so
they
it really
did
felt like the
that.
hour, it was ending. But
Then, he said what?
they mention Apple Intelligence, and I don't even know where to start.
This did feel magical. I will say I tuned back in. I watched this entire next 40 minutes uninterrupted because Apple announced what we have all been waiting to see, which is not only a powerful AI, not only something that's smart, not only one that works with all your devices, but one that knows you and one that's private.
Okay.
And let me just show you what Apple announced. They did. Now, this got a cool intro video. This
It
is
did.
sick. Look, we're going through the
So sick.
dimensionality. Oh, look what it is. Apple
Intelligence. Okay, can I say something really quick? I'm sorry if I feel like I'm talking too much on this show, but I'm really just excited.
You're not. You're talking the appropriate amount because you're you.
Okay. Well, I don't want to seem like I'm interrupting you with myself.
Bro, I always talk.
Okay. Here's the thing. I've been seeing a lot of chatter on Twitter because I lost my mind. I'm going to be real. I lost my mind. I said greatest WWDC of all time. And a lot of people were like, nah, you're wrong. None of this stuff is new. AI's been around. Samsung even put out a tweet. I don't know if you saw that. They're like, putting Apple in front of intelligence doesn't make AI new. And they're like, welcome to AI, Apple, or something.
Yeah, okay, great.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure it's going to go very well for you, Samsung.
That's really cute to say today. We'll let it slide. Go ahead. Have your fun. Do whatever you want. Do the Android thing that you do. Have you ever noticed when Android gets features, iPhone people don't come out of the woodwork and make fun of you? Like, we make fun of you after. It's different.
Exactly.
Like, for some reason, when new features are announced on Apple products, instead of people just being like, oh, cool, happy for you guys, it's like they're mocking everyone. And on the surface level, that's hilarious. You guys are jokesters. Love it. Love to read those tweets. Great.
Yeah.
But I'm asking you not to be so short-sighted. Look past your little jokes and realize the impact that was created today. This is like, I don't care what you think you've seen from AI and when AI was new and now it's not new anymore, and all the features that you've seen come to fruition through AI. This is the culmination of all of that. This is the true power of AI. This is where it should be. I am terrified of AI. I have been. When it's open sandbox, Wild West, I'm terrified of AI. They have found ways to deeply integrate AI and control it at the same time. And that it's like AI with a purpose, with meaning, not just for the sake of AI. What they did today changes quite literally everything. It changes everything about how Apple products work.
Whoa.
It changes everything about how you work and how you interact and communicate with your devices. The interfacing with your devices, completely different now. Without you even like knowing it. That's how insane it is. And now that Apple has done it, you can be sure that this is going to trickle down. Are we saying that everything is completely brand new? No. Google had the spot removal tool. They've had machine learning tools with their photos for a while, like cleaning photos up and all that stuff. That's great. I understand that. I'm glad to have that on an iPhone now. It goes so much deeper than that. And the level of care that they put into this. First of all, it is insane. I don't think people realize how insane this is. And I know some people are upset that you need an iPhone 15 Pro or newer. Most of this is happening on device. That is, my brain can't. I can't. That's too much.
Samsung's not running their models on device. Google's not running their models on device.
That's too much for my brain to understand that most of it's happening on device. And even when it's not, first of all, it will tell you, it will ask you if the information can go elsewhere. And they've created their own personal encrypted servers for this, a private connection to a server where it doesn't store any of the data that it gets. It sends only relevant information to, and you get only relevant information back, and that's it. Nothing gets stored. Nothing is passed to a third party. I was wondering why they signed an agreement with OpenAI. I kept wondering where that was going to come into play. If there's something that can't be done on your phone or through Apple's own computing cloud, you will have the option. It will straight up ask you, do you want to bring ChatGPT in on this? And then you get to, and that happens every single time. It will ask you every single time if you want to give it to a third party. They even said other computing models will come later. So I assume Gemini and stuff like that, they'll get an agreement with Google. Dude, I'm going to be honest, that's such a baller move to just be like, yeah, we're going to basically own everyone by partnering with them. There are ChatGPT paid features that if you're using ChatGPT, you need to pay OpenAI for that are integrated into this.
Yeah.
where Samsung is making you pay for Samsung AI.
Wait,
This
they are?
is, yeah, you have to pay.
What?
Yeah, you got to pay per
Ew.
month for Samsung AI. It's like $20 a month or something. I don't know.
Ew.
I might be wrong about the number. This is free.
Yeah,
It's on
that's
all of your devices.
Crazy.
And it's free.
And
free.
I mean, I'm with you, bro. I was very impressed by this. I was very impressed by the rollout. I mean, they showed initially like just hot. Let's just run through the hot stuff here. We've got our ability to rewrite by
Again,
Grammarly.
not new, but great.
Yeah, we've got rewriting in other contexts. We've got Apple's ability to generate images, which I found this is the most
It's starting to get a
shocking one
little bit wild.
for me. I could not believe that Apple showed an AI generated image on screen. I can't believe they spent
This
time.
is what I'm talking about. It's like, okay, AI image generation is not new, but this is their way to allow you to do it in a controlled environment, not just make whatever the fuck you want. It is so, like, there's a purpose for this. And it's
I am going to
so
call
good.
it, this shit's going to get out of hand somehow.
Oh, yeah. There's no way it doesn't get out of hand.
That's how you know it's good. So yeah, you could just make images. It can do actions. Apple shows off things around your device where you can say things like, play the song that Ray texted me, delete my
I think
birthday
that's how they're
ideas
going to get
tab.
through this. Because if it gets out of hand, technically, if it's not being stored on an Apple server somewhere, they don't even know about it. So if these images are being generated on device,
Yeah.
do whatever you want.
That's when we had the big reveal after this. That this is all being done mainly on device. And when it's not, it's being done on secure Apple Silicon servers. We heard that leak. Very, very cool. And as Apple says right here, look, your data is never stored. It's used only for your requests. Verifiable privacy promise. That was also baller. That they were like,
Dude,
we're going to put
yes.
this out so experts can check our math.
Yeah, you
That
can
was cool.
verify it, which you
That was
can't
cool.
do with other services. That, dude.
Yeah.
Do you see that Elon is no longer allowing Tesla people to use Apple devices, like employees to use Apple devices? Because he said this is
What?
a security violation. This,
Wait, what? How?
because they signed with OpenAI.
Oh, and not
and they're-
fucking Grok?
Yeah. So he was like, what did he
Yeah,
say?
bro, if they signed with Grok, your iPhone would call you the N-word. That's why. That's why Apple didn't sign with you, Elon, because they
It
don't
was
want
basically
Nazi
like-
shit on the iPhone. Like, what do you mean? Dude, he's fucking insane.
Yeah, he was like, they're
He's
saying
literally
it's
a brand
private
risk.
while giving the information to third parties. And that's not what's happening. That is like last stage. That's the last ditch effort here. If they can't get the answer you're looking for, it will prompt you. Do you want to use ChatGPT instead?
Dude,
It
also,
will ask you.
what is Twitter's privacy policy, buddy? I'm pretty sure there
Dude,
was a
I
big
can't
little
search
data
for
breach.
anything on
when-
Twitter anymore without seeing dicks.
It's just, it's just like don't talk. Don't talk, little bro. Talk about your little electric cars. I own one. I love them. I love Tesla. But don't. That's just like, that's like if I got out there and started being like, I'm an
What
AI
a
expert.
crazy decision to make so fast. Like after Dub,
but that's how
no
he
one has
works.
this yet, and just out of just emotionally, he's like, no more Apple products at Tesla. No,
That's literally, that's just literally silly.
I'm sure there'll be people in the comments that disagree because Elon
Oh,
can do
surely.
no wrong. He is God. Don't know if you know this yet.
He's him. Okay, then we got to the new Siri, which I was worried at first that they weren't talking about this. And for a second, I was like, are you about to cream?
No, yeah, they killed it. They killed it.
Okay, new Siri. I did pay attention to this. At first, I was like, really? You're going to show a weather demo? Like, literally their first demo for the new Siri, I was a bit worried. They showed the weather.
Well, they did it in a familiar way, like the way you usually use Siri before they started fucking going crazy.
And then they showed, well, tell me, plan a hike there or something. It made sense in context. I'm getting sleepy. Oh, the chatbot functionality is dope. I love that you can just type. It's basically Google.
Yeah, you can talk to Siri. You can type to Siri now instead of just having to talk to her, which is so good.
Technically was an accessibility option, but
when people are was it?
yeah, but it wasn't useful because Siri's bad.
Yeah, this is. I mean, dare I say it? The 10 years of Siri being dog shit, worth it.
I have a question for
Like
you.
this is a big change. Go ahead.
I'm thinking about filming another video before bed tonight.
Okay.
but I don't want to make the same video as you, and I feel like I might be making a very similar video as you.
Maybe.
As I
That doesn't mean you can't make it.
Yeah, but I just feel like
we're not doing a recap.
Why,
if that tells you anything.
I mean, I know what you're doing because I texted you, right?
Okay, yeah.
I mean, we can say it, right? Like, it's not, you're going to put it out?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, about the Apple AI. I knew that was, I mean, that's what you made a video about months ago. So I was like, that makes sense for you to, like, now that it's actually real.
Well,
like, look at it.
I don't know what I expected, but I did not expect it to be this jarring.
I didn't expect them, like you said, I expected them to sort of be like, oh, and the Notes app also does transcriptions AI. But they really were like, no, we need more.
This felt like they had no fucks left to give. They just, no holds barred. They weren't pulling any punches. They just gave everything all at once. This is why that clip that you and I have both showed on probably multiple videos at this point, when the CNBC reporter like questioned them on AI. Yeah, they questioned them. They questioned Johnny and
new CEO.
Who?
Why am I also blanking on his
Johnny
name?
Scrucci and
fuck.
Hell.
Mac Boy.
Fuck.
Mac Boy and Lava Girl.
It is late. Hang on.
It is midnight where John is, and it's 10 p.m. Oh, wait. Everybody clap. I've officially been working for 12 hours straight.
Yay!
That means John's been working. What time did you wake up today?
Like 9 a.m., I think.
Oh, that means you're
John
going on
Turnus.
15 hours
Johnny
straight.
Scrucci and John Turnus. So both Johnnies. Okay. When they were like, aren't you worried about your competitors? Like, they're so far ahead with AI. Johnny Scrucci literally they both looked at each other. They looked at each other and smirked and laughed. Not at her face, not rudely. Just laughed as in, like, they knew stuff was coming.
It would be like if somebody said, you know, let's say me and John were being interviewed and they said, critics say that you're not the #1 Apple podcast. How do you respond? We would go,
yeah, we'd laugh.
Come on, it's like not even a question.
Verifiable. We are the best. That laugh, justified.
Yeah. They showed, I can't remember what the audio is for this part. Were they just showing that this person like added the address? Let me see what they say.
Right from the messages thread, you can say, add this address to his contact card.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, it's visually aware. Dude, it is baked in so deeply to everything. Everywhere they could have possibly put AI, they put it there. They put it in places you wouldn't think to put it. I get a lot of this stuff is not new, but all of it has meaning now. And that is a game changer. This is one of those occasions. It's hard not to be frustrated with people's reactions on the internet.
Yeah.
Nerds online are very jaded. We're all jaded. We think we've seen it all. But I implore you, Apple fan or not, no matter how much you love your Android device, this is a win for the industry as a whole. This is one of those rare occasions where one company is shifting the landscape of an entire technology. That's what's happening right now with this. You can laugh at me. You can think I'm overhyping it. That's fine. Get back with me in 5 years. Let's talk about this again. We'll circle back on this email. That'll be fine. I'm telling you, what we saw today is an absolute game changer. Not just for Apple. Like, it's not one of those things where I'm like, look how great Apple is. Haha, we did it better. This is good for everything. All of us.
It's
good for everybody.
And I don't want to make you do any editing, so I'm not going to say. I'll save it for the end. But I have a lot of ideas of content based off of this. I think what I'm going to do, because this will be put out probably around when my video is going on. And it doesn't matter because like nobody's going to make a video in an hour. But I think I'm going to do my video is basically going to be like, they fix Siri. Here's why. Yeah. And then, you know, talk about the AI stuff as well. Are you doing a Siri angle or are you doing more like an Apple AI angle?
Yeah, Apple AI. Siri's just a side effect of what happened today,
I think I'm going to focus on Siri because Siri is something that to me, I think I basically want to like tell the story of Siri and then show how it failed and show, you know, tell the story of like the whole thing. And I think that would be a good story.
Okay.
This is a good ending to that story.
For Android people, let me put this in a way you can understand. For years, no matter how good Android was, it was very inconsistent. The fragmentation was atrocious. Going from one OEM to another could give you a completely different experience of Android. It's supposed to be the same software. You could have a trash experience on one device, immaculate experience on the other. Not only that, no Android OEM gave a shit about pushing out new Android updates because that required them to do work. They would have to put their own modifications on Android, and then I don't know if you guys remember, then they would shove that to Verizon or AT&T or Singular even, and then they would apply their own shit and then finally send it over the air to devices. Maybe you would get an Android update, maybe at all, first of all, within the entire lifespan of your device. Very rarely would you get every single version. So what Google did was create the Nexus devices that then turn into the Pixel devices. And if you think the Pixel or Nexus devices are about selling hardware, you are not paying attention. The real reason Nexus devices even existed, the real reason that the Pixel devices exist is to create a gold standard, is to show that to create an expectation with the fans. Like, you can have updates. This is what Google themselves thinks Android should be. Here's an update for every update, and it's free, consistent. And what happened? Every OEM was forced to follow suit. That's how you get Android updates on time and at all now. That's how Android on other OEMs, no matter what forked version you have, is actually good and usable. Now, we are in a position where AI has been running amok. Who knows what's happening with your data? Who knows where it's being stored? Who knows who's getting it? But now, because Apple has done this, it is going to be an expectation from everybody that all AI startups, companies use this same value proposition here, that they lead with privacy first, that their claims can be verified. All of doing so now, after today, won't be accepted anymore. The fact that now it's been proven that you can do it this way, if you are an AI startup and you don't do it this way, your credibility is gone.
Remember all those third-party AI devices, like the ones that you pin on yourself?
Oh, gone. Dead.
Remember how we said that for months as well, and people were like, but it's so cool, you should champion technology.
Yep.
Yeah, sometimes things are just bad ideas. I've had a lot of bad ideas. You just got to own up to it.
Hey, did Humane get their acquisition one time or nah?
I think they might be SOL, but also
Shit.
like what they raised like $100 million of money. Who did you talk into that?
Darn it.
Who I don't know.
Silly people with a lot of money.
I guess so. So that was. I mean, we're not even done. We're literally. We're not even halfway through the Apple Intelligence.
Do you agree, or am I overhyped? Is it my overhyping this?
I think you're looking at it very optimistically right now, which is not necessarily a bad thing. I think you can make the same argument about like Google and Apple's data practices. Like Apple's data practices for years have been way better, and Google hasn't changed the way that they behave because people have just accepted it. So I don't necessarily believe that Apple is
what are you
going to
talking
change
about? Hasn't Google started to do a lot of security things in a secure enclave on device?
Yes, I'm talking about just a company like Google makes all their money from ads. They're collecting everyone's data like crazy.
Well, yeah,
where
you'd have
Apple
to blow up
doesn't.
the business. Yeah.
So I'm just saying, I don't necessarily see like the data practice and data handle. I don't see Google switching to secure servers is what I'm trying to say with Google chips.
I would be shocked if they didn't, but
Google and OpenAI doing the cheapest thing and cheapest possible because they're cheap.
But that's the thing. That's up to the people though. It's like, will we accept that now that we know that this can be done this way? And if the people won't accept that, they're going to have no choice.
The harsh reality that sucks is that people don't care about their data. You and I do, but most people just want whatever's the cheapest and for free, and they're willing to give up all of it for it. And that's why Facebook and Google and all of them are so wealthy because they know that's the case.
But like OpenAI, people are paying for that.
Yeah, I mean, I was paying for OpenAI for a little bit. It's very cool.
Same.
OpenAI is great.
I pay for some service, I forget what it's called, that generates AI images. I pay like $20 a month just to generate AI images. Now it's just going to be on my iPhone.
We didn't even get to the OpenAI part yet, bro.
Yeah, sorry. Really ran amok there.
More serious stuff. Guys, make sure to tune into my video if you want more info about the new AI Siri and John's
How do
video,
you feel about the new Siri animation?
cream.
Yeah, it is.
Dude.
That little bubble is no longer just on screen and in the way. It's clear when you're communicating or interacting with Siri, but it's still somehow out of the way. I don't. Have you heard the sound for it?
Yeah. Very nice.
Bro.
Yeah. Very good. Very good. I was shocked that all this stuff was included. The rewrite, the image generation. I could not believe that Apple built this in because this felt kind of like, I'll say it, this feels like low-hanging fruit to me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is.
This feels like the Google version of AI, and I thought that Apple would be better than this because I really don't see myself
could you
using
do
it
all that
much.
and not include stuff like this if it is so bottom of the barrel? Like,
I guess.
imagine they didn't
Fair.
offer this. Then everyone would be like, well, OpenAI has this. It's so simple. You should do it.
Let me see the smart reply option. So they sent an email. Oh, interesting.
Look at it.
So it kinda
This
asks you
is
questions.
great.
That's kind of interesting.
So for audio listeners, Smart
I feel like
Reply,
I missed it. Rewatching this, I'm learning more.
Smart Reply will read an email for you and then present you with 1, 2, 3 questions to answer for that email. Like for this one, it says, will your partner be joining? Yes or no. You select yes or no. Will you be driving or taking an Uber? Driving, taking Uber. You select that. Those are just 2 buttons that you hit, and it will generate an email with those answers for you to send as your reply.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. I mean, that's a cool use. But okay, see, that's the Apple magic that I feel like other people have been missing. They just generate it and they don't give you the option because that is kind of fun to be like.
Yeah.
doing
Notifications can now be summarized as well.
Yep, right here.
Bro.
This, I'm curious to see if it works, although I will say AI is really good at summary right now. That is one of its strongest things with the current intelligence. And of course, this is only going to get better as the models improve.
Yeah.
And I mean, Apple can basically just turn it on overnight when they want ChatGPT 5 and other stuff. That's pretty. Look at that animation.
Reduce interruptions. What are your thoughts there? Like a new
What does
focus.
this do?
It's a new focus thing where.
That seems like it could be good because
it only shows you in what they think are important notifications.
So like if my mom texts me, that would come up. But maybe if you texted me, it'd be like maybe.
Yeah, I would assume you could select people, but I think this shows up because it's like, hey, Chloe needs to be picked up at 2:30 p.m. That's time sensitive.
Dude, you're right. This is literally half of the event. That's crazy. Let's go down here. I want to jump to what I was also. This is where we start just getting bonkies.
Bonkies.
Look at this.
Oh my God, I completely forgot about the fun stuff.
AI generate. This has to be in your video. This is all your video should be about.
Yeah.
Genmoji. So Apple announces this is just
beautiful, first of all.
Beautiful. It doesn't it feels like Apple, but it feels like an Apple I would never see, if that makes sense. Like they did it in an Apple way, but I never thought that I would actually see this
Central
this
video.
quickly. Yeah, exactly. It looks like my boy Shay made it. So yeah, you type in what you want to see.
T-Rex wearing a tutu on a surfboard, it actually makes it. I wonder what the thresholds are here. Like, how crazy can I get?
But look at this. You can literally generate something that looks like an actual Apple emoji, smiley, relaxing, wearing cucumbers.
Can I generate Sam Kohl wearing a strap-on? I'm just saying, like, where does it draw on the line? You know? Where does it say no?
Massive eggplant emoji. You know Apple's going to have guardrails on this.
Are they?
Dude, they're not going to let you generate
Squirrel
prawn
DJ
on device using your A17 Pro.
Oh,
this
man.
was really cool. And okay, this is the detail that I appreciate about Apple. They added the different art styles.
Dude, yeah,
like,
new tap backs. You can now tap back with emojis. That's sweet. Yeah.
And they added 3 different options. It's like realistic, emoji style, or cartoon-esque. I mean, this is
one thing I need to ask you because I wasn't.
Wow.
I either don't remember this or wasn't paying attention. Did they ever mention, like, are these saved? Are these one-time use emojis, or will they show up in your keyboard?
I assume that they're going to be technically stickers, right? Oh, wait, the balloon dog. Okay, see, that's really cool. These are all actually cool emojis.
Yeah.
Covering mouth, person with a bow tie, little dog dude, reindeer person, hair on fire for gingers, I guess.
Jesus Christ.
I mean,
Yeah, really
it's
great.
cool. Then they announced that you're right. This is crazy. I do need to make a video on this because in my iOS 18 video, I literally only showed the new features. You know that kind of clarity you get when you're done with something?
Go on.
Kind of like when you're post-cleaning because it's springtime, post-clean clarity.
Ah, yes.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
post-clean clarity is what I was thinking of. Yep, that's first thing on my brain.
You know why I feel like I'm getting something fresh and new?
Why?
Because I'm partnered with Mint Mobile, who sponsored my episode
we
of the
love
Genius
Mint
Bar.
Mobile. We love Mint Mobile. I bet you all the money I have that your cellular provider is leaving you like a bad winter, like a bad, terrible winter, and it's time for some spring cleaning. Drop off all the extra because you are spending too much. What if I told you you could have complete mobile service? We're talking unlimited talk, unlimited text, unlimited data for $15 a month.
But John, I have a question.
You may ask any question. I am prepared.
If it's so cheap, it means the data's going to be bad and slow, right?
What if I told you, fun fact, Mint Mobile is on the nation's largest 5G network.
And it comes with, I'm reading this now, high-speed data and unlimited talk and text? I don't have to pay per text like 2004?
And listen, maybe you don't want to buy a new phone. Who wants to do that? Maybe you already have a phone. Guess what? You can bring that over to Mint Mobile. Just bring your happy ass and your happy phone to Mint Mobile, and you can get it for $15 a month. This is a limited time deal. You get 3 months of premium wireless service for just $15 a month. If you go to mintmobile.com/genius, that's our very special link, cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/genius. Sam, would you like to give the disclaimer?
I would, guys. $45 upfront payment required, equivalent to $15 a month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Speed slower, above 40 gigabytes on the unlimited plan. Additional taxes, fees, and restrictions apply. See Mint Mobile for details. And guys, once again, to get this new customer offer and your new 3-month unlimited wireless plan for just $15 a month, go to mintmobile.com/genius.
Wow, I don't have anything to say. You killed it. Good job.
Thank you. Thanks, man. Well, actually, they killed it because they're killing.
Yeah, they're killing
the other carriers.
They're
in
killing the
wireless deals.
cell phone bills. Am I right?
But
Okay.
Then they said you can combine a chef party cat and make your own images. This is just full straight up AI image generation.
And what is it called? Image Playground?
Yeah, image playground where you can type in exactly what you want. Brooklyn rooftop sunset dinner party.
And you can swipe through multiple versions that it generates to pick the best one.
Yep. So what are the 3 options?
Choose the
They've
style.
got?
There's more styles than that, I think.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
I wish there should be a close up of these. I want to see them up close. Can you show me? Maybe? No? Not going to show me?
There's a whole place where they show a screen of like styles you can choose from, but
Okay. I don't know where it's at. You know what I thought about when I saw this shot, though?
what?
Like this shot specifically? I was like, Apple really either A, rented out a laundromat, or B, built an entire set for this 10-second shot.
I hope they rented it. Really hope they did.
But just think that was probably a day of work to get that
I don't think they
single
would
shot
build
for
it.
on
That
our
seems
iPad.
wasteful of them
I don't know, man.
to build a set for it.
All these
Also,
images are crazy.
Whole event shot on an iPhone.
Yeah, but yeah,
Edit on Mac.
I'm desensitized now. I will say, I feel like a lot of these AI images look very cheap. And that's how all AI images look, and Apple didn't solve that problem.
Fair.
And I'm a bit disappointed that, again, it's just kind of like a low-hanging
I think
fruit.
it depends on the style that you're choosing.
Yeah. I don't know. The emojis, absolutely I'm going to use. Do you think you're going to use AI image generation?
Maybe once or twice, but it's not
Yeah.
because it's bad. It's just not a layer. It's not a step that I need or want to take in conversations.
The problem with AI right now is that anytime you try to actually get specific, for example, if you were trying to say, make a concept of iOS 18 that has a new settings app, it cannot It just doesn't. But it can do things like, I mean, what is it showing? Yeah, a photorealistic deer in a forest, a cute little koala bear planting a flower. Like, those are all things it's very good at. But again, I mean, I can just see the TikToks of, I made this using Apple Intelligence. And it's like a horrific scene of like a war crime.
Yeah.
So that's why, I mean,
I'll
save this thought for the end. But yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
One of the things that no, I'm sorry. I'm the one interrupting you, I think.
No, you're good.
One of the coolest things that they announced with this AI. How many times, Sam, have we been in a group chat where one of us is busy and the rest of us are still talking and it gets way out of hand? It gets so far away from you to where you feel like you can't even go back and like interact because you've missed so much. Now, it will just summarize. It'll be like, Sam said this, and Andrew said this, Luke Miani said this. Like, it'll tell you the important parts that you missed without you having to, like, go through the whole thing and try to catch what you missed. And then you're reading that so fast that you miss stuff anyway. And thank you.
New group chat
Fucking
notification.
Thank you, dude.
John said the iPad mini is the best.
Yes.
Sam replied the iPad mini sucks. John and Sam continued to berate each other at a very system level for the next 45 messages, although saying no new information or actually winning the argument.
You're caught up.
It's like, oh, great. Yeah, you're all caught up. You're right. That is really useful. I've definitely been in.
This is what I mean. It's like these are so meaningful in such clever ways.
Today's a day where, I mean, yeah, look, I've got 21 messages that I just haven't been able to get to yet because
half of those are probably me.
No, I think I replied to. I mean, I reply as many people as I do, because a lot of my actual real life friends text me today about the announcements because that this is the one day that they pay attention to anything.
Mm-hmm. This is one of those things where it just, if you appreciate technology, you got to be happy about this day. It's like, okay, there were blood oxygen sensors that you could buy on Amazon. Yeah,
Of course.
there were sleep trackers you could buy on Amazon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Heart rate monitors you could buy on Amazon. Yep.
Yeah.
But a company like Apple putting those things on what is quite literally the most successful, most popular watch in the world suddenly makes those things passive.
Mm-hmm.
Now it is accessible by a ridiculous, ungodly amount of customers.
Bro, you're explaining why I love Apple.
Yes, this is like, okay, maybe you had an OpenAI subscription. Fucking cool, bro. Maybe you paid for AI generated images. Cool. That is a separate service, sometimes multiple different services that you're paying, that you have to remember to go to, that you have to check every day. This is just AI accessible to every Apple customer if you have a newer device. But, now it starts now. So as we get more and more devices, suddenly more and more people are going to have this. And it is just, I mean, they said it. They're geniuses. AI for the rest of us is the best way they could have possibly put it. I'm just so happy with how they nailed everything, with every feature. But
Dude, we're not even done yet.
I
though.
know.
There's literally still
I
15
can't.
minutes left.
I'm just,
I know,
I don't
because
think
then...
you could go back to every WWDC video, every Genius Bar, from maybe every Apple event that's ever happened. I don't think I have been this fucking pumped after any event. This might I might have put more words into this episode of Genius Bar than any previous episode. I might have more word equity in this than any other episode.
See, but that makes me feel bad. That makes me feel like I talk too much.
No. I'm usually the one that's like, okay. Like, if you go back to the last episode, everyone in the comments was like, it's hilarious how little John cares. I care a lot. I care a lot when it's meaningful.
It's time for another victory lap, I just realized. What did I say at the beginning of my WWDC preview video?
Yeah. But hang on. Now, put your fucking things back on. I'm not going to don't worry, guys. I'm not going to let this one slide. Don't worry. I got it. Don't worry. Nah, you guys don't have to put up with this. I will save us momentarily. When he puts his headphones back on, this is going to be taken back.
Third victory lap.
Okay, we're taking that one back. You have two official laps. One is a bit questionable because
What do you...
No. Hang on. You just said a thing that has been said. Like,
Yeah, but I was right.
Apple internally has been saying this is the biggest update ever. Like, we have no. It's not like you just saw this coming. This is like known information. I have said that too. I'm not taking a victory lap.
Well, you haven't taken any victory laps because you're not fun and boring.
I have multiple video titles that are like iOS 18, biggest iOS update ever. I'm not taking no fucking lap.
I'm taking a lap.
No,
You're welcome to take a lap with me.
Get up and take that lap in reverse.
Nope.
I think we need to take that back. Well, the geniuses, they know that one doesn't count. He's got 2, maybe 2.5.
Okay, next up, we have the image wand. I feel like I forget what this is, but then I saw someone else. Oh, this is crazy.
Yeah.
This is actually... Dude, in school, this would be so helpful because it's always hard to find a good image for what you're trying to say. You can literally combine 3 specific
Kids these days, they got it so easy.
Yeah, and it gives you a cool image.
When I was in school, calculators were banned.
Yeah.
First of all, you don't even worry about having your phone out. People didn't have fucking phones out. There was nothing to do on your phone.
I feel like I missed this part as well. What is this? The Photos app.
Okay, so you can clear that photo up. See those people in the background?
Yeah, I don't like them.
Gone. Again, Google's had that. Great. I'm glad we have that here. One of those things where that is a great feature that Google implemented that trickled down and was good for everybody.
Yeah. See, that's cool. That's a good one. Then I think they talk about like photo searching, creating memories. You can say like the exact kind of memory you want to create. I'm never going to use that, but if you really want to, you could. That's a sick animation. I mean,
I will. Yeah, I don't use memories as it is. So,
yeah, I try not to remember anything. Cool. I think that's. Oh no! Then they announced the ChatGPT partnership after all of this.
Oh yeah.
Then they go, well, in the cases that we can't solve this, I saw Sam Altman was at the event. Very cool.
They did not show him on camera though.
I was surprised. I think that he didn't have an appearance.
Too touch and go to show on an Apple event. Everyone in an Apple event is squeaky clean.
Yeah. That's true. He would have been, I like the, I mean, he's brilliant. I'm not making fun of him. He's way smart. He's way better Sam than me, but.
Way better
Yeah,
Sam.
this is amazing. I mean, ChatGPT can use things to be suggested. The fact that that is actually real and basically just the fact that you can ask your phone something and you get an answer.
And it's contextually aware. It's not only contextually aware of what's on your screen, it knows you as a person.
Now, I have a question, John.
Yeah.
And I'm scared.
Okay, go ahead.
Because when I go to this thing, it talks about this being on your iPhone and Mac with M1. But what the hell is going to happen to Siri on my 2 HomePods?
Yeah, I was waiting for that. I was waiting
wasn't addressed.
I was waiting for Siri on Apple Watch stuff. I was waiting for Siri on HomePod stuff. Didn't really get either of those.
And
Is it quite literally because the chips cannot do it?
Maybe.
And what's in a HomePod? Like a fucking A2?
The HomePod Mini has a pretty old chip at this point, but it's also the cheaper one. And the newest HomePod, I think, has like a... You know what? This is our show. We can go to Apple's website and
we can do whatever we want, yeah.
Yeah, so Apple right here. If we go to the TV and home, let's check out Shop HomePod. Well, we go to the tech specs. Inside, we have a Apple. Drum roll, please. Where's the chip? Am I dumb?
Can only do this for so long, Sam.
I literally don't see the chip, though. Okay, I'm just going to search chip on the page. Dude, what? They don't show the chip. Where's the chip?
Why not just Google it?
Well, it feels like I'm bad if I do that.
Have you ever done something for so long that you forget how to do it? Like now my body's forgetting how to roll my tongue like that.
Ooh. Okay, now I have to Google it. Chip in a HomePod. Oh, Google's doing their thing. Oh, it's got the same chip inside of an Apple Watch. That's right.
So bad.
Yeah.
That's why I can't do it. That is unfortunate. That is unfortunate.
Yeah.
Might not even be the word. It is terrible.
Well, but the thing is, then it's like, get a chip in there because I want to be able to ask my HomePod how long. For example, and everybody can relate to this. You bought some meatballs from the store that are raw, so you need to cook them in the oven.
Yeah.
How long do I cook 1-inch meatballs for in the oven? Siri, right now, I can search the internet on your iPhone for. My HomePod should just be able to say, according to .com, you should cook 1-inch meatballs for, I think it's about 20 to 25 minutes, depending on how thick they are.
Yeah.
So for me, it was like about 24 on my oven at 350 degrees. Like that is something that I should just be able to say out loud, and my thing can do. I mean, I guess my iPhone will be able to do that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
don't know.
Like, this is a huge bummer. I will excuse it because a lot of what makes this work is on-device technology. Okay. But the next HomePod and the next Apple Watch,
Yes.
if it is unable to run this stuff, no excuse.
No excuse. No excuse. Wow.
What an insane day. This is one of those days where I will remember it. Like the original iPhone launch, like the original iPad launch. I will remember this.
I wouldn't.
No, this is.
You're allowed to say that. I'm not saying that.
Yeah, that's fine. This is the next like cornerstone of technology that I have been saying.
You have?
Augmented VR, AR, VR, one pillar of the future. AI, other pillar of the future. They just introduced Apple's version of that pillar. That is, and we can. There's no going back from this now. It's so deeply integrated
Pandora's
that nothing.
box.
Yeah, it's like this, and this is what it does. Gen 1. And
You're right.
in 5 years, no one's going to remember what the iPhone was like without AI.
You're right. And we've already heard that Apple, in reporting that Apple's planning to basically be releasing AI updates and new features throughout the next year. Like, this is not it in everything.
Yeah, that I don't like so much. I'm so sick and tired of them to show this now and be like, okay, listen, guys, if you download the beta today, it's not on there. It's going to be rolling out with everything in the fall. Okay, I get that. But to say that more of it's going to be unlocked even after this is public, like, that needs to stop. That's got to stop.
Yeah. If
you're shipping it, you're shipping it. If you can't ship it, do it the following version. This say it's coming and then release it halfway through the OS life cycle needs to stop. That's got to go.
I genuinely, I missed this part because I was in and out of the keynote working. I literally was filming my video on iOS 18 when I was like, and this is a look at the new Siri. And I was like, wait, why does it look at the old Siri? And then I realized,
yeah, it's not coming until it's coming as a beta in the fall.
Well, apparently, I think somebody said it's coming in a pre-beta this summer, but there's going to be a wait list I saw in Mac Rumors. So I'm like, bro, I got to get on that wait list. I can't be caught lacking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
I am just thrilled about this event.
Well, I have a question.
I'm thrilled for all of us, not just even you Android folk. You can be laughing at this all you want. I'm happy for you too. This is great.
I have a question then.
Go ahead.
Out of 10, what is this Apple event? Are you gonna say it?
No, I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it's an 8 out of 10. If they hadn't had started with if they hadn't had started with visionOS, no, that's the thing. Like, all of this was great.
Yeah, we're doing everything together.
To be fair, if we're talking about how great the event is, visionOS was in the event and it was number 1, and it was ass.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry that putting that in there brings a couple of points down that brings everyone down on the same ship. You know what I mean?
Dude, I have so many videos to make.
What do you think 1 out of 10? What would you give it?
Gosh, I really need to see like a list of my rankings so I'm consistent. But
Just
no,
go
you're
with your
right.
heart. What does your heart say?
I think you've convinced me. I think I would say 8 as well. I think you've convinced me.
Think about how major visionOS is. So they claim. You know,
Yeah.
if they're really standing on business with Vision
They're
Pro
not
and
standing
visionOS,
on it. They're sitting on business.
okay, exactly. If they were standing on it, this would be 10 out of 10. But they ain't standing on shit. They got 1 foot in and 1 foot out on visionOS, and that's docking you some points. Sorry.
Yeah, the Apple Vision Pro is just. I just think it's kind of dead until they make it way less. I don't know.
They can't be. I don't.
But I've said
In
that
no
from the
universe do I think there's an excuse for what they did today with visionOS. They shouldn't have mentioned
No.
a single goddamn word if that's all they had.
Yeah,
And to put a whole new number on it,
that's just crazy. It'd be like
the nerve.
That's it for the next year.
That's
crazy.
nerve.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna use it on a plane. It's gonna be too heavy.
They didn't even circle back with that when they announced Apple Intelligence.
I mean, I think the Siri will run on there because it's got an M2 chip. That's also crazy. It has the M2
But what
chip inside
happened?
and we're on the
Does
M4.
does your peripheral get glowy? Like, how do you know when you're talking to Siri on Vision Pro?
Just a giant rainbow.
Yeah.
That's true. I don't know. A lot of questions about that thing.
I'm so disappointed in the visionOS stuff. That's just. They really think that they could put a new number on something that makes bigger Mac screen and shows you the environments that launched with version 1 but were locked. Like,
And we only got one. We only got one of the new ones still. Like, what do you?
You really? You might fuck around and get a 7. I don't even know. I thought all the environments were there. There's
Hold
still.
on, let me check. Let me see if that's in like the bonus section. I didn't even. Is there a visionOS page? There has to be a visionOS. Yeah. Okay. visionOS 2. Explore the preview. Let's see if maybe there's more stuff that
How
they didn't mention
dare
on
they?
stage.
How dare they?
Yeah. The first thing is creating spatial photos, redesign photos, edit spatial videos in Final Cut. Okay. I mean, sure. The new gestures are nice. Oh, you can edit your home view, bro. That was literally something that they announced. Pathetic. The panoramic productivity display. Yeah, dude, fuck you for that. New environments. No, that's just the old environment that you
I'm
showed
like-
a year ago.
Why does that actually piss me off? Like, I can feel the anger
because
in my
it's
body.
disrespectful.
It's
It's
just a tech
disrespectful.
company. It's just a stupid software feature, but I'm actually mad.
Because they're
paid
acting
so
like
much
it's something
money
new.
for it.
Dude, and it's not even. So wait, it's Bora Bora. What's the other environment? Apple Vision Pro environment. So wait, what's the one that's not?
This is the most expensive entry.
Oh, it's the
into
lake
any-
one. Yeah, that we still don't have the like winter lake one.
This is the most expensive entry into any product category they have. To get even the base model to get your foot into the door of this product line at all, it's bare minimum $3,500.
Okay, this is cool. Guest user mode. Wait, why didn't they talk about that? That's actually like a big deal.
Wait, what?
It can save a guest user's eye and hand data, so they don't have to
Okay,
redo
cool.
it every
Yeah,
single.
that's like-
actually nice though.
Version 1 was really.
Persona enhancements. What do you mean? This is a 3-month-old image, dudes. They are not trying with this. They are literally not trying.
Is it silly for me to be mad?
No, we paid 35. Oh my god. Also, when they said train support, I almost snapped my MacBook in half.
Yeah, fuck them. Fuck them.
I'm like, it's called travel mode right now, not plane mode. I thought it already worked. You're telling me it didn't work on a fucking train?
No, that's why in the Casey Neistat video, because I was texting Casey, was like, when he put out his video and he's like, oh, he got on a train and all of his stuff flew away. His screens flew away. I was like, hey, man, you can turn on travel mode, thinking that like I was helping him. And he was like, actually, no, I turned on travel mode. It still didn't work.
The
It
mindfulness
literally didn't
is
work
cool.
on trains.
The fact that it can watch your breathing, that'll actually help me meditate. Because my problem with it now is that it's not, it runs you, you don't
It's
run
going to
it.
watch me throw it away, is what it's going to do.
Is there anything for Safari? Can I watch what I really want to watch easily now? No. No, still can't. Dude, you're right. 8 out of 10, and
8 out
that's
of
if
10.
I'm being generous.
Isn't that crazy? That's how mad we are. We were just over the moon. Once we
Dude, that's the
got
thing.
past visionOS, the whole episode was just positive, positive, positive. And then we remembered visionOS. And it almost makes me more mad knowing how good the event was, and it would have been perfect.
Well, and iPadOS. That I would say 1 point for Vision, 1 point for
iPadOS,
iPad.
listen, I really think the handwriting stuff, the math notes stuff, the calculator, like I think that's it's not this to me. It really felt like make or break for the iPad, and somehow they still landed somewhere in the middle. I don't know how they keep doing that. Like, I'm not totally mad at iPadOS. I still expected more,
I'm still,
but I'm not mad.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
That's worse.
Exactly. Wow, bro. So I'll say this because it's a thought that I have. I think there's a lot of AI stuff that Apple didn't announce yet because they're going to announce it with the iPhone 16s.
Which my brain can't fathom that.
So this is how I rope you in. So now that you know that there's going to be AI stuff on the iPhone 16, are you more excited? AI,
Yeah.
you like AI?
Yeah.
iPhone 16 gonna maybe more iPhone 16 uploads from you? Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Start
Okay, let's give
tomorrow.
it up, everybody.
I'm overall with how this show has gone. I'm happy with my decision because I was going to make 2 videos. I was going to make a recap video. It was going to be up today. I was going to make an AI video. But I think older, wiser, mature me understands I have 2 platforms. If I want to talk about all of the stuff from the event that I'm excited about, that's where Genius Bar comes into play.
Yeah.
I want to make, for Front Page Tech, I want to make one good video that I believe in on a subject that I really want to cover, let everyone else do the recaps. If people want my opinions, I sat on this show for 2 hours with my best bud, losing my goddamn mind. I am, this event was so close to perfect. It's an 8 out of 10 and still the best WWDC of all time. Now I'm do I have to recalibrate, you know?
Yeah, maybe. I for me, this was not my best dub of all time. I really enjoyed
What
it.
is
Don't
your
get me
favorite
wrong.
dub of all time then?
I mean, what came to mind was the iOS 7 dub because that was right when I started
Really?
YouTube. I was a young boy
Is it just
at the
nostalgic
time.
though?
Yeah, well, yes, but also
What did we get with iOS 7? New icons and parallax wallpaper?
I mean, they redesigned literally everything, and it was a very big jump. So yes,
Listen, I'm
there's
not going to
definitely-
yuck your yum.
Yeah, thank you. Please don't yuck me.
Yeah, sorry.
But
I disagree, but I won't yuck your yum.
I mean, I'm trying to think through the years of like what Apple announced.
Like,
No, but you're
across
saying that
the
at a no
board.
hardware event. We got 0 new hardware today.
Yeah, this is the best I'm not saying best event of all time. Best WWDC
No, I know.
of all time.
I know. Because I think when I think about best event of all time, I really think I do go back to the 2017 iPhone X event. That was just
That is hard to beat. Yeah.
that was an amazing fucking event.
Apple
that
Watch
was
event. I mean, we made a whole fucking documentary about that kind of.
Okay, you're right, and I'm with you. So the more I've watched that event, because we spend all of our time going through Final Cut Pro timelines of Apple events, that event, I've thought about making a video about that event alone, just from like you basically making a video about that event alone, because you don't realize all the. Actually, it's crazy when you go back to a lot of Apple events. There was another one that. Oh, which one was I looking at it for? Where. Oh, it was the original iPad Pro event. Do you know that they announced the original iPad Pro at the event of the iPhone 6S and like a couple of other big things?
Did they really?
Yeah, I was like,
that was
I didn't
that
realize they just-
followed. Damn. Okay.
Yeah, the 6S followed. Well, the 6S wasn't. whatever, but-
that event. I mean, we were making a Tim Cook documentary, right? And
Yeah.
we were the way that story unfolded wasn't really supposed to go that way until we realized that we weren't in the position to cover everything that he ever did, and the best way to tell the story is to culminate in that one event that really that's when Tim Cook became his own person.
Yeah, that was such. I get chills just thinking about that.
Yeah,
because it really was.
From his confidence on stage, he knew they had something great. They had the iPhone 6, iPhone 6 Plus. To this day, the best-selling iPhone of all time. The best-selling smartphone of all time.
The most bendable smartphone of all time.
The most bendable. Then they have Apple Pay, same event.
Yep.
And then they have Apple Watch. Like, just insanity. They launched in that one day the most successful smartphone of all time and the most successful watch of all time in the same day.
You could argue one of the most successful payment platforms of all time.
Yeah.
I still, it's funny that you talk about, like, you said, I'm going to remember this. I remember the day that Apple Pay launched. It was a little bit after the iPhone 6 came out. And I remember in Arnold, Missouri, where I was living in my hometown that I grew up in. I was still living with my parents because I was 15 years old, I think.
Yeah.
I remember a Walgreens.
I was
like the
living with my
closest
parents,
Walgreens.
but my parents weren't living with me.
Sorry about that. And I remember the Walgreens near me had, and I, you know, me being a little guy, I was so nervous to film in public. And I, you know, to be fair, 2014, it was not acceptable. Like, if you have a phone out at a checkout, people are like, "What is this guy doing?" And I remember so clearly, I was so nervous to film. Actually, the video, I made a video about it. I thought I was so cool. I felt like media because I got the exclusive video. Oh wait, Justine just got a Tim interview. What?
Oh, man.
Wait. Oh, my God. Wait, what is this? What is this event?
I saw pictures of this.
Oh, all the media, the cool kids got to go to this. That's crazy. That's,
If you guys hear a plastic ball with a
congrats.
bell in it, that would be Django playing with his favorite thing in the world.
I'm literally just jealous I didn't get to go to watch this live. I actually really love Justine. She's a super inspiring person, and she's been really friendly to me. Really respect her. Brilliant.
Shout out Justine.
What was I gonna show? Dude, don't you wish that we could get to the point where we could just name a video what something was and it would get 50K views in an hour?
Yeah. And make that face.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, I can find Apple Pay, iPadOS, bro. You can find the video in 2014. Look at this is it. This is literally it. It's a 2.5 minute video. It's the
Wait,
it was
why
October
have
20th.
I seen this? That's the more troubling part.
Really?
Yeah,
Dude,
I
yeah,
have seen
look,
this
so
video.
look, you can see how nervous I am because I'm not pointing it at anyone. I show how I enter. Look at this, bro. That's the exact
Aw.
Walgreens by my house.
Yeah, you
who
weren't a
was
fucking
watching
monster
this?
yet.
Bro, and you can see I'm so like shaking. And then it does, I'm pretty sure it fails the first time. Oh my God, the iOS 8. Wow.
Dude, the
Oh,
curve on that
mailbox.
glass is...
What is this shot? Bro, and then I
good.
block out half it. Who did I think I was? This is literally unviewable.
Dude, I literally
Why did
thought
I
that was
upload this?
eCam. Like, I thought something went wrong on my end.
No, this is a video that I really uploaded to the internet and was like, I'm cool. And you can see
Oh,
I
know
it
why.
didn't work. Oh my God, I spent $1.57. You can tell that was before the YouTube money. And before inflation. Yeah, there we go. Oh man, it worked, guys. How many views did this video get? Wait, that actually did really well for me back then. 17K?
Pretty cool.
Let's give that a thumbs up.
iPhone 6 review? I might go back and watch that.
That also
I
think did
love the
decent.
iPhone 6. I don't know about you guys, but
It's crazy. I remember I shot this shot at my grandmother's nursing home. I don't know why I remember that. Oh, that was my old set where I thought the boxes in the background looked cool. Oh, my old intro. This just turns. iPhone 6 so ugly, but man, there's something.
no,
about
it's
it.
like you know how
It's fugly.
a French bulldog is like ugly, but also the cutest thing.
My neighbors have a
that's-
French bulldog. Don't say it too loud.
Oh,
And they're both morbidly obese, and they think it's okay.
the
The dogs,
or
the
people?
not the people.
Okay,
Well, one of them might be.
okay, yeah, that's fucked up. Animal abuse.
I know. I feel like for animals, you can't.
The
control.
animals are just going to eat until they die. So
Exactly.
it's up to you.
Yeah, you gotta do
Their
it.
instincts are just pure survival. They think they got to eat as much as they can because they don't know when the next meal is. You got to stop giving them food all the time.
Bro, this was just an insane day.
Yeah. My throat hurts. I haven't decided
So does
if I'm getting
mine.
sick or if I've just talked too much.
You've talked too much. I also I can't believe I haven't. Do you know that I'm not gonna say it out loud. I'm gonna jinx myself. Let's just say I'm feeling good and I'm very thankful right now. I don't want to jinx myself.
Oh, okay. I know why. Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Because
Don't jinx it.
remember
Yep.
last year?
I remember.
God, see, even just saying that, I'm putting too much energy into
Yeah,
the
you've
world.
you said too much.
Okay, what's next for Apple now? We got. I mean, like, is this it until September?
This is what's next. This is they have now opened up the street, and now we're going to be driving down that same street for many years.
Wonk wonk.
Man, I hope I have translated how happy I am.
You have,
because
I think
this is
you've talked
this
and
is
not
a
just
great-
said okay, which you usually say to literally every report that I say.
Yeah, this was great. Very
Also,
happy.
the excitement was real. I feel like I felt the excitement this year. I really am thankful for everybody watching my video. I was like 8 out. Wow. Okay, so the video is not dying. It's actually doing better than it should be.
What do you mean better? Maybe it's doing exactly what's supposed to.
Like it's at 70K views in 4.5 hours.
That's great.
Can I just take a second to say something? I had a realization today,
You may.
and I want to get real with everyone. I don't think it's hit me that something that you taught me that I don't think I fully understood before I met you is how important the audience is.
Okay.
And I think for a while I was just kind of doing my job and I didn't really understand how valuable a minute of somebody's time is if they decide to spend it with me. I mean, they can spend it anywhere.
Yep.
And I just feel like I had a realization today, and maybe just now, if I'm being honest, that if 15-year-old me that was filming a video about Apple Pay and a Walgreens saw that I got to move and that I got to do this, and that not only did I get to do this and scrape by, but like I got to do this and be legitimately what I think most would argue is successful at something, that I would not believe it. I wouldn't believe that everything Apple Pro quit. I wouldn't, you know what I wouldn't fucking believe? I wouldn't fucking believe that I still didn't get to an Apple event. I'll say that. but I wouldn't believe I wouldn't believe that people would still be paying attention is what I'm trying to say.
And I'm proud of you, man. Just from like the behind the scenes stuff, the risk you took just in simple things, what seems simple on the surface, like rebranding, is the best thing that you've done for your career, and you were terrified of that, and you did it anyway. And to say it's paid off is an understatement. The amount of work you put in the last year to like not just rebrand in terms of visuals and graphics, but kind of like who you are. You deserve every ounce of this.
Thanks, bro. And I know your video is gonna get 500K and crazy numbers
probably
tomorrow.
not.
You're gonna get 70K in a minute, bro.
I don't think so. You're allowed to just take nice things that I say and not have to say
No,
nice
but
things
I won't.
back.
I won't do it because I've learned legitimately. Shay, when he stayed with me the other day, he was like, we were just talking about things that we learned. I generally said like him and you are like the biggest contributors to my growth in the past year because you've really helped me understand things and look at things in a new way, and I'm very grateful for that.
So do I get a cut?
Sure.
No, I just need your love.
I can give you a cut of my love all day. Yeah, but basically, thank you, everyone. I don't know. I just saw a couple comments today that were like, damn, I can tell the excitement in his voice that like this is a big one. And I just feel very heard and seen, and I'm glad I get to share my excitement and that you guys, there's always the people out there
This
that
is
are like,
literally
"Gosh,
what it's
glazing,"
all
but
about. This is what we talk all year about.
Yes.
This is what it all builds. So after every big Apple event, let's all just take a second and go, wow, that was awesome. And be grateful. And be grateful that we get to see it. And then be grateful that you tune in to watch us talk about it. And you probably already seen it. And then you probably watch 2 hours of Dub Dub and then watch 2 hours of Genius Bar. And it's all the same stuff. But it's just, it's just a great day to be one happy genius family.
Yeah. We love you. And I love you. And this podcast is the best decision I ever made. And I'm just feeling very thankful. And I
Really kinda
love to
is,
the
isn't
Android
it?
users. No, I literally if anyone would ever ask me like, what's the single best, I would literally say starting this podcast. That's not a joke.
Yeah. Yeah. Holy
It
shit.
literally, it literally changed. It changed a lot. It was like a business move, like diversification, like another revenue stream. It was making a tight connection with another creator. It was making one of my best friends in the entire world. Like I can literally go down like a laundry list of like how my life and channel has like improved in like measurable ways since starting this podcast. And like, and like the audience, like a relationship with them. I feel like I actually get to like have a back and forth and,
I mean, I've said it
We're
before,
so
but
lucky, man.
yeah, I've said it before, but I think just in life, like you've made me a much better person. If I
Same
like,
for you.
let's say that I was a 10 in terms of terribleness. I'm a solid 5 now.
Bro, you're a 0. You were never a 10 in
I'm
terms
solid.
of terribleness. You did kill that one guy, but they'll never know.
Manslaughter.
You did kill
it's not
that
the
one
same.
Android user.
Yeah, it's not the same.
Oh,
Vehicular
well,
manslaughter is not the same thing, Sam. It's
You're
an
right.
accident.
we didn't mean to.
Bit reckless, but an accident nonetheless.
Wow.
Thank you.
So,
I don't even have it in me.
I'm so weak. Do you have to film or did you already film?
I gotta film it.
You got to film 2 tonight?
Oh, I'm a disaster.
Wait, it's 1 8.
I gotta film, I gotta start and edit, try to sleep, wake up, edit some more, try to have it up. And hopefully not 8 p.m. But if it goes out at 8 p.m., you better watch anyway.
No, I'm telling you right now, and I mean this, your video will get views even if you upload 2 days from now.
It's only 1 a.m.
You know, I appreciate how you're trying to sound hopeful about that.
My
Yeah,
throat
okay, yeah.
hurts, and I don't know if I'm
Yeah.
sick, so
Well, I hope you feel better. And also, here it's only 11, so literally my plan after this is I'm going to eat, shower, and try to like rejuvenate myself because I'm looking a little crazy. And then I think I'm going to,
yeah, shower always helps. Yeah, I think I'm
because of course the sponsor didn't get approved before today's video, but then literally 2.5 hours to the dot after posting, Eric's like, hey man, they got approved.
Yep.
I'm like,
Of course.
thanks, buddy. Definitely don't have like a million sponsors. Like, hey, thank you guys. I love you. God bless.
Thanks for
And-
watching. We'll see you guys next year for Dub Dub. We're
Tim
not coming
Cook-
back until then.
And Tim Cook, if you want to come on the show, I'd love to discuss.
Yeah, Tim. I know your people have been reaching out. We've just been so busy. Haven't been
so
able
busy.
to pencil you in, but
Yeah.
we'll make it work. We'll make it work. This week is special, Tim. If you want on, we'll make it work.
Dub 24, let's go.
We'll see you next week. If I'm alive. I don't know.
You will be.
Okay.
Legally.